Hi, my name is Ted Henry. I am a local pastor serving half-time at a small church in the mountains of North Carolina and half-time in extension ministry as a college chaplain. As a second, actually a third career pastor, I chose to follow the course of study program. And I'm often asked, what is course of study and why would you choose to do that over seminary? Well, I think most people ask just as a common courtesy, not really curious. I'm guessing if you're here watching this video that you are curious to learn more about course of study. So let's dig in. Let's look at some of the details and at some of the more frequently asked questions. First, course of study is an educational program. It's one that provides a strong foundation in Wesleyan theology. It also provides a much deeper and a better understanding of the Bible, in the Old Testament, or Hebrew Bible if you will, the New Testament, as well as equipping you with certain pastoral skills and leadership development. Second, course of study offers a tremendous amount of flexibility for anyone who might not find it possible to slip away from life for 3 years to attend seminary. Now, local pastors, as well as members of other denominations desiring to serve in the United Methodist Church, are all eligible to participate in the course of study program. The curriculum is a 20-course program that is offered at a number of Methodist seminaries all across the country. GBHEM, which is also known as the General Board of Higher Education and Ministries, now you know why we call it GBHEM, they oversee the course of study program and they set sort of the baseline of requirements. Most North Carolina clergy will either attend Candler School of Theology in Atlanta or at Duke Divinity School at Duke. It just kind of depends on where you live in the state. Now, adding to the flexibility of the program, GBHEM also offers some of the courses in a total online environment. And you are allowed to take 1/2 of your total courses completely online. Now, there are some minimum expectations for a local pastor who is participating in the program. First, if you are a local pastor and you are not pursuing an MDiv, then you need to start course of study no later than 1 year after you begin in your first appointment. In addition, part-time local pastors are required to take at least 2 courses each year, and full-time local pastors must take 4 courses each year. Now, if you are a full-time local pastor, you have 8 years to complete the program, and if you are a part-time local pastor, you may take up to 12 years. Okay, still with me? So, when are the courses offered? Glad you asked. Great question. There is a summer program and there's also a weekend program. Now, the summer program is known as the Summer Intensive, and it is considerably more intensive. Yet, it offers you the opportunity to take up to 4 courses in a 3-week hybrid program. Now, the weekend program is also a hybrid program where you typically meet in person for 1 week at the seminary, and then you do the remainder of your coursework online. The GBHEM online courses, they follow a little different format. So if you're interested in those, their website can provide you all of the details. Now, currently, due to COVID, all of the courses are being offered online. So, how do you get started? Registration for course of study is handled directly through each of the providers, whether that be Candler or whether that be Duke or GBHEM. So there's typically a registration fee to get started, and then of course there is an investment for your books and for your coursework. But not to despair, the Western North Carolina Conference has a pretty generous scholarship program available. And there's a separate video that you can watch that will explain that process and how to access those particular funds. Now, as you move along through course of study, you will be held accountable for your educational process. That accountability is done by your District Committee on Ministry, aka your DCOM. They will expect you to make progress every single year. Well, that's about all the details of the program. It's really not that complicated. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to share a little of my personal experience with Course of Study, and hopefully you'll find some value in that. I attended divinity school at Duke, primarily because it was only 3.5 hours from my house, and I'm also a fan of Duke basketball. I completed the program in 5 years, primarily through the summer intensive program. Now, I did miss a few of the summer classes, and I made them up through the weekend program, also at Duke. Frankly, I preferred the summer intensive sessions. I liked getting 4 courses knocked out in one summer, and I developed some great friendships, spending the better part of the month of July with others. I now have a wide network of pastor friends from Florida to Michigan to South Carolina to Texas. Regardless of which format you choose, let me offer you this advice. Get your books as soon as the book list is available and get started on reading. In order for you to complete the work in the intensive environment, you will definitely want to get all of the pre-reading and the pre-assignments done before you get to class. And if you choose the summer intensive, one more word of advice. Find someone to fill your pulpit for the time that you are there. Let your church leadership know that you are not on vacation. I assure you, and I speak from experience, you will want full focus on your classes while you are away at Course of Study. There will not be much free time between the additional reading that you'll have, between studying, between tests and quizzes and writing papers. And you will drive yourself crazy if you think that you're going to get all of that done, then write sermons and travel back and forth to preach. Fill your pulpit. Find someone to handle the pastoral issues while you're away. I assure you, your congregation will survive without you for a few weeks. Well, that's about it. The whole process is pretty simple. Course of Study is an incredibly great program to be a part of, to participate in. So thanks for watching. I trust this has been helpful for you. Grace and peace to you as you continue along your journey in ministry. God bless.